2 years before the blackout would wipe databases all over the world, Tyrell Corporation's Nexus 8 prototypes enter the testing phase on Earth. These models have an open-ended lifespan and are tracked through an electronic tether. Secretly, hundreds of models are funneled north of Los Angeles and are legally sold to unscrupulous corporations. Bypassing their tether, some of the replicants escape. Working together, they establish an underground haven, providing aid to other non-human fugitives. In San Francisco, the authorities infiltrate the black market and shut it down. The remaining Nexus 8 prototypes are confiscated by local government, who use them for slave labor. In an effort to root out all fugitive replicants, the population of the city is regularly subjected to Voight-Kampff tests. Fearing a revolt, authorities dispatch additional Blade Runner units to the city. They patrol the streets day and night. Four replicants hide out in the countryside of the North Sector.
Ao teu parapeito os seus ninhos pendurar, e aos teus cristais com a asa uma vez mais, brincando chamarão.
I've made her as comfortable as possible.
It will have to do.
Cass, is there anything else you need?
I'm just so tired.
Is it painful?
I can't tell. It's like I'm losing control.
Cass, shh. Save your energy. We will all be here.
There's so much more I wanted from this life.
Cass, no, don't start with this right now.
Let her speak.
All of you. Here, beside me. I hardly knew you.
What's happening?
It's my blood flow, I think. I think it's slowing.
Not much longer now.
She's coming.
Who's coming, Cass?
I can't. She's nearly here.
What are you talking about?
No, this is it. Let her speak.
Life. It's like a ticking clock. Ticking, 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 until all breath is gone.
Nasty out there. Hello? Sophie?
Hey, you're back.
They sent most of us home early.
Really? Did they say why?
It wasn't just our facility. There were hundreds of people in the streets. No one was saying much. I had to take a VK test before they let me go. They were void-comping everyone. I overheard someone say the police are raiding the north because they know it's a hideout for replicants.
My God.
We're used to a monthly VK test, but now it's changing. I don't know how much longer we will be safe here. Where's Nathaniel?
He's here, in his room, praying.
Nathaniel.
I heard some of what you said.
What do we do?
Nothing for now. If we react to this visibly, they'll know. We have to remain calm.
It will only be a matter of time before they discover us.
I will pray.
Okay, pray then. That's worked for humans so well before.
Amun, do you have a problem?
I just don't get it. So you're a Muslim all of a sudden? You've chosen to believe in a disproven deity?
Disproven by whom?
Everyone. Religion is a myth. We know this. It's hard to know what's true anymore, but we do know that the major religions aren't.
Oh, so only the minor ones are true.
Well, I didn't mean...
Religion isn't myth. It's only gone away. Hidden.
So you think it's true then? You believe that the Islamic faith is an absolute truth? How does it help us, or the cause of replicants all over the world? How does your belief further the fight for our humanity?
I don't have to argue or debate my point in order to practice my faith. What you have to understand is that this practice brings me peace. That's all. It may not be true, I'll agree, but what I feel is a sense of peace when I pray. That's all I know.
Well,
Did you take all the security precautions when you came home?
Security precautions?
The precautions, the protocol? Were you followed?
Followed? No. I'm never followed. Of course I took every precaution. Why wouldn't I?
You're so sure you know everything.
Nathaniel, that's not fair.
Fair? Fair? We live in a bomb shelter in the middle of nowhere. We have to pretend to be human, to be treated humanely, and you say it's not fair?
Let's all just breathe. We're on the same side here. We all just want to live.
If you can call this living.
Yes, I took every precaution. I wasn't followed.
Good.
Give it a rest. Let Nathaniel be who he wants to be. That's all we have.
It's not enough. We are only who they tell us we are, and they tell us we are nothing.
Then they've already won. I thought we were doing this to define who we are for ourselves.
Maybe you're right. I don't know. I'm tired. I'm sorry.
We're all tired.
I'm gonna go rest.
Are you ready for tomorrow?
I hope so.
We have to do better than that. If what you said is true, the stakes are higher now.
Teu rosto e o meu enleio a contemplar, aquelas que aprenderam nossos nomes, peças não ficam.
So many people here.
Replicants were created to serve humans. All replicants must be tethered and accounted for. If you witness suspicious activity, please report it to your local authorities. Make Earth a better place for all.
I've never seen this. Even when I was in Los Angeles. Never this many tests at once. This is a purge. We have days, a week maybe.
This one. Take her. Retirement. Quiet. Quiet, all of you.
She almost passed. I was watching. I could hear the pause in her last answer.
Bless her. Bless her passing.
Move up. You. Next.
Sophie, that's you. Sophie.
I'm going.
You're in a field. A man is walking towards you. He has a Bible in his hand.
I'd question his sanity.
Next, you're in a church praying. The bells begin to ring.
I'd look to see if we are under attack.
Final question. You find your puppy, it's dead, head cut off.
I wouldn't recover.
Well, there we go. It seems as if you're human, female, childless.
That a girl?
Shut up. You're next. Get it done. Don't get overconfident.
I won't.
Report any untethered replicant to your local authorities. Concealing or providing aid to autonomous replicants is illegal. Make Earth a better place.
This is all getting too close for comfort. We can't pass these tests every time. So far, we've been blessed.
Don't you have a religious saying for this kind of thing?
The Quran has a lot to say about peace of mind.
Since when?
Since always. Much like everything else, extremists ruin something beautiful, turning it into something unspeakable.
That's interesting.
What's interesting?
That's what they say about us. Humans turned into something unspeakable.
That doesn't make any sense. They made us. They made us as perfectly as they wanted to.
They made us, yes. In their quest for power, they made children they knew they would hate.
I love them. I love our creators, but they are like Satan, an absolute enemy to us.
You love them?
We've been through this before, Amen. Yes, I love them. Remember, many humans believe we should be given rights, which includes the right to live our lives as we choose, agents of our own destiny.
Wish the humans that feel that way would do more.
They are. I have to believe they are.
Sure they are. Off-world, in their perfect little colonial homes, they believe they're fighting for us. And then, every night, they close their eyes in that beautiful little certainty.
Hold on. Wait.
Step out. Come into the light for the opportunity of a lifetime.
Man, those things are everywhere.
They've never come out this far. It's like, it's searching.
It's so close.
What's it saying? I can...
Sign up today and don't miss your chance to live a bountiful life. Step out. Come into the light for the opportunity of a lifetime.
I don't understand.
That's the point. It's not specific and it draws people out. Probably scammers all over that thing.
Let's not wait to find out. Come on.
Sign up today and don't miss your chance to live a bountiful life. Step out. Come into the light for the opportunity of a lifetime.
There's the marker. Finally. Everything feels unsafe now. In an instant, we could lose it all.
I feel like our life is a VK test.
The cost of freedom.
This isn't freedom.
We live on our own. We move about where we want to.
Yes, and all of it is predicated on a series of lies. Nothing of who we are or what we do is authentic. Pretend humans pretending to be human. With the Purge, we're even less safe than before.
Sophie, what's the alternative? Tethers? Curfew? Internment? Hummingbirds?
I'm not saying those options are better, but at least those replicants know who they are.
Yes, and they pay dearly for it. With slurs, with beatings, with imprisonment, and death.
What's this? Look, Mary's been here.
What?
This is her note.
Open it.
I am.
What's it say?
She writes, "Children, we need to speak.
Everything is changing. I need your help. I'll be over tonight, as late as I can so as not to be spotted."
She's coming over?
Mary doesn't come here unless it's an emergency.
I've never met her. I know she traveled with you both before you found me.
Without Mary, I wouldn't be alive. It's been over a year since we've heard from her.
I hate this. We're even scared to interact with our own kind.
Was there a time given?
No. What I read is all she wrote.
It's about 2 hours past sundown. That means probably 3 more hours. Mary won't take any risks.
And I love her for it. She values her own life as much as ours.
I need to get to my prayers. I'm late to them tonight.
Hey. What are you thinking about?
Everything. All of it. I still wake up not believing that we live in a world where we can look like humans, act like humans, talk like humans, but not be considered human.
Do you cry?
Yes.
I wish I could cry. I wasn't made to.
You can learn. We all can learn to be more human.
I can't. My model cannot. We're laborers, remember? Our worth is only measured by how much we work, how much we toil, building machines for humans to leave us behind with. What about you?
My model has all the best emotions, and they're a little overwhelming, to be honest. I'm in my head most of the time. Being a caregiver model is a curse. It's like I care about everything, everyone. They designed me too well.
Do you know the difference between how you're feeling and the truth? Maybe your engineering compels you to feel a certain way in certain circumstances, but that doesn't necessarily mean you should act on it.
The nuance of emotion, yes. Actually, I think the VK tests help with that. It's all about maintaining.
Yes, it is. Maintain the illusion or die in the truth.
been dark for 5 hours. Mary should be here by now.
The days are longer. She's right on schedule.
So, what's this Mary like? It's strange to know that I have her to thank for my life without ever having met her.
She's very wise, humble, and focused.
Okay, then.
Mary's a shepherd, the first and last of her line.
Nexus 5?
No, 7. But
She's here.
I've come at the back of the north wind.
My dear, welcome.
Daughter, it is so good to see you.
please, sit with us. Aman, this is Mary. For all intents and purposes, our mother.
Hello.
Look at you. The flock. Here, living, agents of your own destiny.
What news do you have?
I don't bring news. I bring a storm. Our lives are in danger. It's true, as I'm sure you've heard. There is a purge of replicants happening in the city and surrounding area. It was never meant to last. I was naive to believe that we could remain safe here.
We've heard and seen it with our own eyes.
Replicants are being rounded up everywhere. So many of us in hiding have been flushed out. They're putting us in prisons.
Are they taking us off-world? What about those of us who have remained tethered?
All of them. Retirement.
Retirement? What? That doesn't make any sense. They've spent millions of dollars on us.
It's not about money. They're afraid of us. They are developing a new kind of test now, different from the Voidkampf. It's a test to see if we are still within our engineering protocols, to ensure we are still thinking and acting like slaves.
What good is that?
They will retire any of us who are beyond our programming. They believe we are now a threat to their way of life, that we will infiltrate and overthrow them.
Earth is no longer safe. It's no longer our home.
It was never our home. But there's more, something I must ask of you. I sit here with you in a shelter of 5 rooms. 3 of which are taken, a 4th used for communion, and a 5th that lies empty now. It is in this empty room that you should house 2 more. Will you?
You're asking us to house 2 more? With all that's happening?
Yes, that is what I ask. I do not ask it lightly. There are 2 who are in need.
Who are they? What model are they? What do you know?
All I will tell you is that the woman is my sister. We were made at the same time and thrown into the world.
But she's not alone.
No. She comes with another.
Who?
I can say no more.
Is the other a Nexus 6?
Aman, please, no more questions.
Wait, we can't ask if this other person is an actual person or a replicant?
Aman, enough. Can we talk about this before we make a decision?
Aman is right to question me. What I ask of you is the great work, and it should be deliberated on. As replicants, our decisions cannot be hasty. Only know that this may be destiny. They will only stay here for a few days before moving on.
How long until we need to give you our decision?
I'll meet you in the city in 2 days at the footsteps to the sea. Argosy Pier at Land's End.
We will try to let you know sooner if we can.
Take your time. This won't be easy for any of us. I must away in cover of night.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for trusting us.
It is I who have you to thank. The risk is yours to take, and yours alone. Child, another hug.
Thank you, Mother.
Do not worry. Soon we will see each other again. Nathaniel, Amen, thank you.
Amen.
What?
It's like you've learned nothing. Don't you know who she is?
Yes, she's a replicant, like the rest of us. Why do you talk to her like she's a priest? She doesn't look much older than Sophie.
Mary is young but created with the memory of a woman who had born and raised children. Her implants created something of a miracle in her. She is mother to us all.
And there's more. And this stays here. Do you understand, Amen? Amen!
Yes, I understand.
Listen closely.
Mary is a Nexus 7, one of the first of 2 models that were created without an expiration date.
So, she can't die, like a Nexus 8?
Yes, Mary can die or be killed, but there's no coding in her makeup that will end her life.
You're serious?
Yes. Mary was made in secret. She was decommissioned before they started releasing Nexus 8 models.
You said she was decommissioned. How did she end up here?
She was taken for retirement, but the Blade Runner who took her let her go in the desert. Years ago.
Wow.
If she doesn't survive, none of us will.
All of this, on her word.
Do you ever learn? I worked in the library at the Exchange. I researched the information myself. I had to cover my tracks. Everything we've told you is true.
But the question before us remains. Do we take these replicants in?
We only know one of them is a replicant for sure.
The question remains.
My answer is easy. No, we can't risk it. This might not be much of a life, but it's ours. I don't know if we can hide 5 people here without being noticed.
This life is swiftly ending, and you're going to be outvoted.
Not necessarily.
What? Nathaniel?
Amen and I agree on very little in this life, but this time, I'm with him. It's too much. We risk too much.
And Mary didn't risk everything helping us get here?
We're not doing this for Mary. We're doing this for people who she barely knows. They could be Blade Runners for all we know, in disguise, in our home.
I thought you would have more faith in her.
It's not Mary I don't have faith in. It's everyone else.
It's the wind, breaking off the last of the branches on the tree.
We need to rest. It's late. We will talk about this tomorrow. We have everything?
I think so.
Sophie, we need more fruit.
Sure.
Another day.
Another wonderful day.
Why are you so happy?
Mary has that effect on me.
Well, that's good, I guess. Hey, look there. Those tiny lights across the street. 3 of them, all tethered.
Don't point.
They look scared.
We have more reason to be afraid than they do. Or at least they're not hiding.
Oh yeah, life's great for them.
Okay, here we are. Remember, fit in. Be kind. Make yourself small.
Report any untethered replicant to your local authorities. Concealing or providing aid to autonomous replicants.
Oh, excuse me.
is
Sorry,
illegal.
I didn't see you.
Make Earth
Please,
a
can you
better
help me?
place.
Please, I don't understand. Look, see, here's my tether. I check it every week. I've done nothing wrong. I don't say no. I don't look them in the eyes when they speak. I keep my head down. They're coming for me. Please, help me.
Stop. Put your hands where we can see them. Officer approaching. Stop. Put your hands where we can see them. Officer approaching.
Take him. I'm sorry, sir. This skin job is set for retirement.
Oh, it's okay. I'm fine. He dropped something. It's blinking. A hummingbird pin.
Mas aquelas, molhadas pelo orvalho, cujas gotas olhavam para o ar e caíam como lágrimas.
Hey, Nathaniel, where are you?
He's back there.
Yes, thank you, Amon. I can see that. I'll wait for him.
Hey, why'd you stop?
Waiting on you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm elsewhere.
Where?
Did something happen earlier? When we met up, you looked different, like you were afraid.
Nathan, it's okay.
Must have really spooked him.
A man ran into me today, begging for his life, holding on to me. It's like he grabbed onto the deepest part of me. He didn't want to let go.
What kind of man?
And that's just it.
What did he want?
His life.
He was a replicant, wasn't he?
Yes. And I could do nothing. Police were right on top of him, pulling him off me, and my heart sank.
Did you try and help him?
What could I do? What could I do? I stood there. I stood there and did nothing. What are you gonna tell me? How are you gonna come for me this time? I let him be dragged away as I stood there in my lie.
There is nothing to say. We live in a constant state of trying to avoid tragedy and death. That is our lot. That is our choice. This lie requires blood.
I don't even know if this existence we live is real anymore.
Was it ever real? Come on, let's keep walking. We can't stop. Nathan, come on. We have to catch up with Amon. What happened to him? The replicant.
They killed him. I watched them drag him away. I watched that Blade Runner take out his weapon.
Enough. Enough death.
Prayers won't fix this.
Nearly there. Stop. Hold on.
What?
You didn't hear that?
You hear what?
Hold it. What are you doing out here?
We were...
Stop. Stop right there. Don't lie. I've been following you since the Kasadi Trail. There were 3 of you. Where's the 3rd? I'll find him soon enough. I'll ask again. Wait a minute. I BK'd you in the city. You passed. What are you doing out here? Unless...
Going home.
This is a restricted area. There are no people for miles. But you're not people, are you? You're all skin jobs. Save it. Where are your pins? Your tether? Who do you work for? It doesn't matter. You're the dead among the living. You're property of the Tyrell Corporation. Nexus 8 by the looks of you. You're coming with me.
That's that.
Amen, what have you done?
What I had to? How did you think this was gonna play out?
We don't have time to talk about this. Leave the body. We're still 3 kilometers from home. No one will find him out here.
We can't just leave him here.
We can. We have to. If any of your skin has come off on his neck, they'll eventually find us. They track everything. Come on.
Wait, I have some water. I'll wash his neck.
Be quick about it. We need to circle back toward the city, or we'll lead the others right to our shelter. Come on.
I'll light the candles.
I knew it. I knew something would jeopardize all of this.
This was already jeopardized. Now with the purge, we have even less time. For the moment, we should be okay.
Man, I wish I had your certainty.
We all need to take a breath.
Are you okay, Nathaniel?
I will be.
So I guess we really have to tell Mary that our answer is no.
I'm not so sure about that now.
Now isn't the time to discuss this.
Now is the perfect time. Aman, Sophie, let's sit down.
Are you sure? After everything that's happened?
I've never been more sure of anything as I am in this moment.
It's still a no from me.
And we won't give Mary our answer until it's a yes from all of us. If one of us is unwilling, then we cannot agree. Tomorrow is a day of rest. We shall have candles lit through morning.
Look, Mary's been here again. Another message.
Maybe she's changed her mind.
What? Is it a change of plans?
No, she hasn't been here. She left us as she was leaving us.
And?
It's simpler if I just read it. She starts,
Children, I know what I ask of you is nearly the impossible. Nothing is certain. This we all know. Do not take this task I have asked of you lightly. Weigh this as darkness weighs light. If you should decline, I will not be angered. You will be the host of Seraphim should you agree. Yours, Mary.
Wow. I don't... Man, this is serious. Maybe too serious. As much as I love Mary and all the hope she brings, with the death of that Blade Runner, our path is no longer certain.
Our path was never certain. We were brought here under cover of night. In the beginning, we didn't know if we would survive from moment to moment. Nothing has ever been assured to us. We haven't left the shadow. We've only grown used to it.
So, what are you saying?
I'm asking, can we not afford these people the same passage that we were given?
At what cost? What if we agree and it costs us our lives? Who does that serve? How does that further the cause we fight for?
We're not fighting for a cause. We go to the city, we work, we bury our money, buy food, and come home. This is our life. We are pretending to be something we are not, just to live another day.
Sophie, what's wrong with that? Isn't that worth fighting for?
That surprises me coming from you. I thought we were supposed to be helping each other. What good are our lives if we only spend them in communion with our own souls? What do we learn? How do we better ourselves if we are only living for ourselves?
I can't. In my stomach, in my heart, I can't. I can't go along with hiding or sheltering people that might cause greater harm to us.
Nathan, how are you not seeing this? How are we pivoting to the no when our very lives are because of the yes? Nathaniel, it was Mary that brought you from the edge of death. It was Mary that negotiated for your release from your tether. She hid you and brought you out here. Her work as a leader, as a prophet, is why we draw breath at this very moment.
But maybe that's her calling, and not ours.
That's all you have? That's your only response?
What I don't get is why you're so sure. Why are you filled with so much conviction? What do you know that we don't?
You think I am without doubt? You think that I'm not terrified of my life ending? Mary didn't just save Nathaniel. She saved you, Amon, and me. You don't even know.
What don't I know?
Sophie was engineered as a caretaker, but instead she was sold by the Tyrell Corporation as a pleasure model. Once she was aboard, her captors tied her down. She didn't wake up for 3 days.
How did this happen?
They knew that by doing what they did to a model that wasn't engineered to accept those behaviors, it would be a more thrilling experience for them.
If Sophie had been a pleasure model, it might have been different. Instead, she blacked out. Mary found her near death in a field near Los Banos. It was the trauma they were after. That's what got them off. They threw her away when they were done with her.
But it's illegal. Humans can't even have us commissioned and purchased unless they use us exactly for what we were designed for.
Yes, on paper. Privately, they do what they want.
Garbage is treated better than we are.
I can't. This is too much. Sophie, I'm sorry. I never knew.
That was a long time ago.
And it doesn't change the question at hand. What do we do?
We say no. God damn it, the answer is no.
If the answer is no, if that's what we will deliver to Mary, then we don't deserve our lives. What is life worth if we are unwilling to risk it for our kin?
If the Dunya is not the resting place, then what is?
Use terms we can understand, Nathaniel.
It's something from Islam that I've always remembered. In these moments, I'm beholden to a new truth. I don't know how something so simple was so difficult for me to understand.
Well, tell us.
We talk about this as if Dunya, this earth, is for us, only for us. Are we not here to offer safe passage to all, our human fathers and our replicant brothers and sisters? What good is warmth if it's not shared? What good is the ground if we cannot walk together?
And so, your answer? What is your answer?
My answer is a resounding yes. It must be. We don't have a choice.
Amon, what are your thoughts?
I say this is madness. Madness. Nathaniel, you were almost retired today. Remember? You watched another replicant be killed? Where was this enlightenment then?
Amon.
No. Let him speak.
What did you do in his moment of need? What did you do to help your kin?
I did nothing. Nothing. And I'll live with that as long as God allows me to live. The time is over for us to do nothing. Amon, what good are we to ourselves if our protection stays within these walls?
We don't know what we're getting ourselves into.
And that's every day. Walking to the city for work, killing the Blade Runner who followed us home. We live in constant uncertainty. Why not really live?
Well, I guess guess we do this. I guess we open our doors.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not. I'm not sure of anything.
We meet Mary in the city tomorrow.
Then we agree. We house these souls.
Hurry, Mary said at the shore near the Argosy Pier.
The shore? Do we know how far inland we are? Walking there will take forever.
Then pick it up. Here, step down. These steps.
Don't the police monitor this area?
It's like everything else in this desolation. They work in teams, and it happens at certain times. We have about 23 minutes before the next round.
Mary should be around here somewhere.
I'm here. What have you decided?
Mary, we have good news.
Any decision you have made, I accept as the truth. We will house your friends. And all of you have agreed to this?
Yes.
Amen. You have agreed?
I have agreed.
The tremble in your voice.
I am simple. I don't know a lot. I was made to carry and lift. I don't understand higher thought.
You understand more than you realize. You will now be asked to carry your greatest cargo.
Even if it leads to our end?
My child, all of life leads to its end. Was the journey worth it? That's what we must answer at the closing of the day.
You have our answer. You must excuse us. We can't spend much time here. Police are out everywhere.
Then away we must.
When do your friends arrive?
Tonight, before midnight.
Tonight?
We'll be ready.
We can take the Great Highway. The path out runs close by.
Let's hurry. We have to make space for them. Did you hear that?
What was it?
Strange.
Let's keep going.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, you've dropped something. Nathaniel? Where are you off to at this hour?
I could ask you the same, my friend. Were you held up at Sumitomo?
Yeah, later than I would have liked, as usual. They're VKing humans now, it seems. Here, wait here, let me grab that. Oh, what's this? Is this yours, Nathaniel?
Yes, it's...
A hummingbird. Wait, did you drop this? Are you sure this is yours? Did some skinfuck give this to you as a joke?
No, it's mine. I'm a replicant.
What?
We just left Nathaniel there. We just left him.
We didn't have a choice. Nathaniel can take care of himself.
But we left him.
Amen, he'll be fine. We don't have a lot of time. There it is again. That sound.
Look up there.
What is it? Transport?
I'm not sure.
If it's transport, then that means Nathaniel is in trouble.
It's too far away to be transport, and they don't shimmer like that.
We don't have time.
You're a skin job? Nathaniel, I trusted you. We were friends.
You can still trust me. I'm the same person I was 30 seconds ago, before you knew.
I'm not using the term person with you. Where's your tether? Who owns your tether?
Sumitomo owns it. I work for the same company that commissioned my creation. The only difference is I've done it autonomously.
How long have you been autonomous? How long, Nathan? No. I'm not calling you that.
Will, let go.
Don't address me. What's your number? What's your model number? Who are those people with you? More replicants?
Friends. Humans.
How many more are there? Do they know? I hope for their sake they don't. Harboring skins that have broken the tether is also illegal. Perfect timing. Hey! Down here! This one's broken its tether!
Will, please.
Don't fucking call me by name, you piece of shit tin soldier. That's right. Know your place. Silent. We spent time together. You met my wife. You've been in my home. A skin job in my home! What? You want to say something?
I'm the same person. The same heart, the same love for my human fathers and mothers.
Wait a minute. How are you a fucking Muslim? A skin job and a Muslim? Oh, police are gonna have a field day with you.
Identify yourselves. There's a curfew for all replicants. Identify yourselves.
Wait, you're using electric light?
We have work to do. Mary and the others will be here in a few hours. Help me.
It's strange, being in here. I can still feel her. I'll always remember her.
Cass. I can have this room cleaned up quickly. You need to go out and keep watch for Mary and the others.
Here! He's broken his tether. He's a rogue Nexus 8. He's not even wearing his pin.
Keep your hands where we can see them.
Well, I'm not going anywhere.
Will, please.
Please what? Let you go? Do you know what the penalty is for us? For actual humans. If we ate or housed one of your kind.
But you could. Right now, you could.
I could what?
Let me go. Do the humane thing.
I am doing the humane thing. You may look and talk like us, but you're not one of us. You won't ever be. That's why you were made. To serve us. I caught one for you. Here. I don't know his serial number, but it's been going by the name Nathaniel.
Let's see some identification. Everything appears to be in order, Mr. Cohen. We will take it from here, thank you.
What do you do with it?
You can go about your business now, Mr. Cohen.
Thank you, officer.
You. Step over here, out on the street. Wait a minute, I remember you. You turned in that skin job, yeah? That was you.
Officer,
My best recommendation is for you to stay silent. Hey, bring out the machine. There. Sit. This will take a minute. Just a moment. You know, if you pass this, then I'll let you go.
Do many people pass?
Sure. Every human that has undergone this test passes.
What about replicants?
This is a foolproof method. No one slips through. Okay, we're just about ready. Now, I'm going to ask you a series of questions.
I know how this works.
Good. Makes my job easier. Hang on. I have to take this. I would ask you to kindly remain seated. If you run, we'll know that you're a replicant. Humans don't run.
Nearly midnight. Nathaniel should have been back by now. Fate has you now. She's here. Mary.
Daughter.
So good to see you.
Each time better than the last, my dear. Here, Please, my friends, come in. Where are Nathaniel and Ammon?
We've had a report of a rogue Nexus 8. He's been working for Sumitomo. He transmitted his fingerprints the moment he touched that hummingbird. Watch yourself. This Cohen asshole had a hair sample. He transmitted to headquarters when he left you. I don't know how he got it. We scanned it. It matches a replicant that broke its tether a long time ago. Living on the run.
What does it look like?
Here, look at your screen.
Here we are. My friends have been on the move for some time. As it turns out, they will only be staying here for 3 days. But before that, this is my friend of 1,000 years, my sister.
I'm Rachel.
They're coming. I saw them. We can't stay. We have to go now.
Yes, that's him.
You still need to run the test to be sure. Some of these models are based on real people. You never fucking know.
Yes, sir.
Bring this skin job in. This is your chance. Don't fuck this up. These aren't people, pal. Remember, these aren't people.
Yes, sir.
Report back when it's over.
I'm sorry that took so long. Let's get started. There we are. All set. I have a few preliminary questions, just to get started. Find the rhythm. You see a painting of Christ. There's a spear inside.
Is this Byzantine or Renaissance?
A woman crawls towards a barn in the field. Her legs are paralyzed.
I'd let her.
There's an infant alone in a house, screaming, hungry.
I would call the police.
Okay. Let us formally begin. You're on a train to the city. The conductor asks you for your ticket.
I'd give it to him.
You see a sparrow on the ledge outside. It's looking at you.
Malfunctioning.
Your father is angry at you after seeing you kiss your friend.
That's his problem.
There's a gate surrounding your house. You hear screams from the inside.
I still have to do the right thing.
Last 2 questions and you're free to go. You see several boys beating up another. One of them spits on the boy that's down.
It's wrong.
Last one. You find a bird with a broken wing. It's not yours. Yes.
I'd fix its wing and let it go.
Hold on.
Can I go?
Just a minute. These machines are old. I said just a minute. And A. Replicant.
So it has come to this.
What?
So it has come to this.
You should have been more careful. You shouldn't keep a souvenir of the dead. You shouldn't have been that sentimental.
What?
The hummingbird. It's from a recently retired model. Your prints are all over it. Those things are essentially scanners. You sent all your data to headquarters. The biggest mistake.
Where are you taking me?
It's out of my hands, pal. Police will take it from here. Thank you, officer. Get up.
Where are we going? Are you tethering me?
It's too late for that now. Now, come with us. Cuff him. There we go. Let's go. Down there.
May I have been a pillar in your temple.
E voltarão do amor aos teus ouvidos, as palavras ardentes a soar. Teu coração, do seu profundo sono, talvez despertará. Mudo, porém, e absorto, e de joelhos, como se adora a Deus em seu altar, como eu sempre te quis. Ah, desengana, nunca te quererão.